Today we're going to make rye bread with 2 new types of flour. I love to get everything prepped ahead of time, so I have my starter, 3 types of flour, honey, salt, and water already prepared. Take a screenshot of the recipe right here. Then you're going to mix together the water, starter, and honey, add your 3 types of flours, and then you'll go ahead and mix that with a fork. The recipe calls for this. I normally use a wooden spoon, but didn't want to veer off today. Add your salt on top, but do not mix that in. Cover this and let it sit for 1 hour. Once that's up, massage this into the dough for about 2.5 minutes. Then you're going to cover that up and do 3 sets of stretch and folds. There's the first, there's the second, so on and so forth. Finally, we are going to let this rise to about 75%. This took about 5 to 7 hours. I'm going to shape the dough for the first shaping and then cover that and let it sit for 30 minutes. Then we're going to do our final shaping here. I tried to capture everything because I get a lot of questions on this process. I like to use gravity in my favor here, hold the dough up, pat it out, do whatever works best for you. But once you feel good with that, fold it over and roll it up. Now I put it in the Banneton and I put this in the fridge overnight. I would normally do a bigger design, but just went with something simple today. And now we're going to get ready to bake this. My oven is preheated to 450. I put that in my bread pan, and my biggest tip is to use ice cubes. Put 4 or 5 of those around the parchment paper, cover it up, and let that steam. We're gonna bake this for 20 minutes, again at 450, and then take the lid off. And this is my favorite part to see what the bread looks like. Put that back in for 25 more minutes and reduce the temperature to 430. Let that sit for an hour before you cut into this, and then enjoy with some nice homemade butter.